proud, happy, just pleased for everybody connected for the football club, including people like yourself, been covering the club for years and years and years. I know you get an opportunity to do it in the Premier League, and them things are important to me, and the supporters and so many people who love this football club. You know, players have been incredible this season. You're at the very bottom, and it's hard to get off the canvas and do what we've done. But they deserve it. You know, we deserve to get promoted. There's no doubt about that. And the football that we've played, young players thriving, older players offering experience, scoring lots and lots of goals, much better than the one we scored today. Who cares? I don't. You know, kept clean sheets. Every time we've had a mini setback, we've recovered, and that's what winners do. You know, and I'm just pleased for everybody connected with the football club. It's you know, we are a big football club. We know that, full of history and tradition. We stand on that, proud. But I've always said, let's try and create a next positive chapter, and you know, we've managed to do that.
I'm going to talk to you about the fans in just a moment, but first a word about the game, because it's I mean, that was we went through the mill again, didn't we?
I mean, like, I spoke after the semi-finals. You know, I spoke to a couple of people and sort of told me not to apologise for it not being perfect, you know, because they rarely are. And I learned that in the semi-final. Listen, to be fair, first half we controlled the game. We didn't threaten as much as we would have liked, of course. But we were in complete control of momentum. Had to be careful with their low block and counter-attacks, obviously set pieces, but we managed them really well on the whole. And we've had the breakthrough in the position that we wanted to be in, two midfield players surrounding the box, wing-backs high, and everybody in front of that trying to create lines. And so although it was maybe a scruffy goal, it's actually come from how we play model. So then half-time, of course, you know, it was reacting to maybe what they would do, because they couldn't just sit off like they did first half, and they did obviously show a bit more progression and things like that. And in the end, you know, Brice, I know there was a couple of penalty shouts. I don't know what they looked like. Well, obviously they weren't because of VAR, but Brice hasn't had a save to make, I don't think, even when he went off. We deserve to win today for sure.
You mentioned the scruffy goal, but it was a heck of a ball in from James Garner. I mean, that's a good place to put the ball into the penalty area.
Yeah, well, he's brilliant technically, as we know, Jimmy, and like I said, although it was scruffy, it was very much the type of position we worked on. We worked on playing against a low block a lot all week, and we talked about different ways of getting in, and one was sort of forward runners and a variety of balls going into. So yeah, we'll take it. Listen, I've got to pay respect to Huddersfield as well. You know, in Carlos, they've been amazing this season. It's hard to finish where they have in the league. Tried it myself a couple of times, and you know, I was stood in Carlos's position last year, and it's tough. But he'll bounce back, and so will Huddersfield, I'm sure. But it's, you know, they deserve a lot of respect for what they've done this year.
Let's talk about the supporters out there. 37,000 supporters stayed today. I mean, that was extraordinary, wasn't it? Nottingham
turned up at Wembley today, didn't they? There's no doubt about that on the way in. Last night, and the supporters deserve this. You know, it's what they've been waiting for. It's what they deserve. You know, and everybody connected with the football club. It's a day to be proud of, and you know, they deserve to be back in the Premier League where they belong.